It's like 40 feet tops.
Cool.
So you guys seem like a math crowd to me. I don't know. I could be wrong. It's hard to read these Zoom crowds, but you seem like a math crowd. So I want to talk about math a little bit. We're on daylight savings time now, you know, but you know, when we go from daylight savings time to standard time, they say that you gain an hour, and that's not really true. But I came up with a plan where you really do gain an hour, and I call it daylight driving time. And here's how it works. You drive 95 miles an hour in a 65-mile-an-hour zone for 205 miles, and you have picked up an hour. You know, all right, not as big of a math crowd as I was hoping for, but that's okay. So, and I'll tell you this too. People ask if I'm a real hippie, and I am a real hippie. I was raised by hippies in Boulder, Colorado. My mom was a hippie. In fact, she sent me to school every day with a Jimi Hendrix lunchbox, and all the kids made fun of me till they tried one of my brownies. Let's just say I could pretty much trade my lunch for anything after that, man.
Nice.
So, oh, thanks. Yeah. And I do. I, you know, before the pandemic, I was on the road 3 weekends a month or whatever. And I like to make my own fun when I'm on the road, you know? So I will run out of a barber shop and go, don't go in there. Like, that guy is crazy. These are extensions. He tackled me and groomed me. So I like how you guys will be with me every other joke. The other time you're like, I think the people are coming home. This guy better hurry up. But other stuff I like to do for fun is I'll go to job interviews I'm not qualified for, you know? So I show up and the boss is like, make that guy pee in a cup. And I'm like, hey, no need. I've already got some right here. I travel with urine. So I love it where you guys laugh, man. That's awesome. So, but, and you know, I go for a lot of walks, like I say, and cars slow down and yell at me. Even now, man. I mean, during a pandemic, cars will slow down and yell at me. And I get it. I'm a weird looking guy, however you want to say it, you know, but we live in America. We have freedom of choice. I choose to look like this. Like I get up in the morning, check my reflection in the mirror, and I'm like, that is the look I'm going for. Nailed it again, man. Let's go to the bank. I've got stuff to do. But what these cars yell 99 times out of 100 is get a job. And I thought about it. It's like, I have a job. I travel across the country doing stand-up comedy. I support restaurants, airlines, and bars wherever I go. Now, when a car slows down, I start running alongside the car. And I'm like, but I have a job. And it freaks out the driver, you know? It's like, it's not supposed to happen like this. You're supposed to yell at the weirdo and he's supposed to go back in the alley. How the hell is he running 40 miles an hour? And I can tell you this, when you're running 40 miles an hour, you rack up 10,000 steps like that, man. All right, thanks for sticking with me, math people. That's good. I'm going to check my watch. Still got time. That's good. Now, you know, you guys seem to like the walking jokes, and I'll tell another walking joke. This one took place in San Antonio, Texas. I was doing some shows there. Very historic place. The Alamo is like right here. The club I'm working at's 1 block on this side of the Alamo. The place I'm staying is 1 block on the other side of the Alamo. So I'm always walking back and forth in front of the Alamo, you know, not like I'm on patrol, like this isn't going to happen again. I mean, just in general, you know. So this was like a Saturday afternoon at 4:30 in the afternoon, broad daylight. I'm walking this way, and there's like a rancher-looking guy walking towards me, you know. But I wasn't freaked out or anything. I was just like, hey, there's a rancher-looking guy. I'm a hippie guy. Just keep walking, you know. So as we cross, the rancher-looking guy goes, hey, girl. So that voice inside my head goes, you can't be talking to me, you know, just keep walking. So I walk a few more steps, and then he says it again, like, hey, girl. So now I'm kind of flattered, you know. So I turn around, and the guy is flexing, and he goes, what do you have to say for yourself? And I'm like, what kind of women have you been dating? Apparently you're into Ukrainian pole vaulters or something. So then he started chasing me and I outran him. And I turned around and said, hey, a girl beat you. How did that make you feel? And he said, not very good. All right. I want to tell this next story. I just want to check. This one takes a little while, but I live in this. I actually do live in this apartment, and this happened to me. I went into my kitchen. I heard this dripping sound behind the wall. So I texted my landlord, and I said, hey, it sounds like there's a leak behind the wall. He goes, call the HOA. They'll send somebody up. They send these two guys up, maintenance guys. They come over to the wall. They listen to the wall, and they go, yeah, it sounds like there's a leak behind the wall. I go, man, I want to work with you guys, you know? I find the problem. You come up, go, yep, that's what it is. So anyway, one guy, they go up into the apartment above me and they come back down and they said, and the dripping sound stopped. And he goes, what you were hearing was the bathtub dripping into the tub, the faucet dripping into the tub on the 3rd story apartment. So I thought about it for a while. I played along. Then I started thinking about it. It's like, hey, if I can hear that, shouldn't I be hearing all kinds of other stuff going on in that apartment? And do those people now know that I have this super hearing? And they're like freaked out, like, don't move. That guy has weird eyes, but he hears like a bat. All right. That's fun to do. I still have a couple minutes. And I want to talk, you know, a lot of comics sell merch. I'm selling some merch. I'm selling these lima beans. If you guys are interested, let me know. Message me on social media. I'm selling this sponge. It hasn't been used. So if you got to wash a car, something like that. And I'm also selling a book. I didn't write it, but I'm selling it. So if you're interested,
I need that.
yeah, it comes in handy during the pandemic. It's how to clean practically anything. So, and I want to thank you all so much for watching me. Thank you, healthcare workers and patients. My heart is with all of you. Take care, you guys. And before I go, I just want to say this. I do go for a lot of walks, and people who don't even know I'm a stand-up comic feel comfortable enough to come up to me on the street and say things to me like, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I'm like, that is really rude. I don't go up to people I think are weird looking and go, Lutheran, Lutheran, Lutheran. Thanks a lot, you guys. Everybody take care. Be safe. Thank you very much.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
I love that, man. Thank you again, John Novosad, very much.
Thank you.
All right, so folks, we're going to be bringing up our last comedian of the evening, and she's a very special guest. We're very fortunate to have her. She has been selling out Zoom rooms across this country. She's actually crushing it when it comes to this type of art. So that being said, let me do a little something here if I can't. Show you something. That. All right, so this is Miss Erica Rhodes, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. There we go. So you can follow Miss Erica Rhodes at ericarhodescomedy.com. You can download her albums from there. You can find links to all her social media. When things get cranking again, you can find a list of her upcoming events, which is usually full. She is hot artist right now. Again, we're very fortunate. You can follow her on Twitter at Erica Rhodes. And you can find things like, if you follow her on Twitter, you can then see things like this.
Hey, I just wanted to introduce you to my new friend. It's Barry, my emotional support potato. I can hold him.
I don't know if you guys are seeing that or not. I thought I was sharing it. Maybe I'm not.
We're not.
Okay, I'm horrible at this. I do apologize. So let me just quit that.
Barry, my emotional
Good.
You're not as bad as I am.
Oh, yeah. So
Oh, now we see it.
there we go. Do y'all see that now?
Yeah.
Okay. See, this is what you get to see if you follow her on Twitter.
Turn it better.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
All right. So, and also, Miss Erica, I just also wanted to let you know that we do hear your cries out for needing support. So therefore, I've got support potatoes for your support potato. So, support for your support potato. Without further delay, because I'm not what you're here for, folks. You're here for the healing power of medicine, not some inept IT guy that can't seem to produce a great show. But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our most cherished guest of the evening, Miss Erica Rhodes.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me. I could do a reenactment. I was saying, this is my emotional support potato. His name is Barry, and I can hug him and I can kiss him, and we just get along so great. And I'm using that as an excuse for why I haven't cooked him yet, because I've been too lazy. I'm like, he's my emotional support animal. I'm not gonna learn how to bake him. I'm missing the excuses of being late for things. Like I'm missing. Whoa, there was so much traffic. Now I'm just like, man, I got held up at the fridge. Held up at the fridge for a couple hours. Sorry, I was making coffee in the Zoom room. Every time I do a show, every time we do these shows, and I've done a lot of them now, there's some technical issue, right? And it's so funny how we're all in this together in that capacity too, where it's like we're all dealing with just total crazy technology. Some of us are really good at it. Some of us aren't at all. Some of us are totally inept. And every time I open a show, I just say, this is such a great opportunity. Like nothing's perfect anymore. And it's like that saying, now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be very, very bad. That should just be liberating for all artists,
Yeah.
We should just all realize now is the time to be as bad as you want at anything. And you can, I was really bad at cooking banana bread, and I realized that was a really good diet because I made an entire loaf of banana bread and it was inedible. And so I was like, I'm on the bad cooking diet. And then I finally started to learn. I was like, I'm getting better. I'm kind of adapting, and I learned how to make banana bread. And I swear I've gained like 10 pounds in a day. All I ate was banana bread. I ate it all day. So I think I need to go back to not knowing how to cook banana bread. I think I'm a little bit too good at quarantine now. Like I started out really bad at it. I was like pretty depressed and in a funk. And then something switched and I started getting really good. Like I was like, I'm like turning into like a Renaissance lady, like I'm like cook, I'm making banana bread. I'm doing Zoom comedy shows. I'm doing Zoom workout shows. I'm writing blogs. I'm doing all this stuff. And now I'm just worried that like the fact that I'm getting really good at it, any second we're going to be liberated and I'm not going to know how to do anything in the real world. Like there's going to be a person there I'm going to have to talk to, and I'm just going to be like, sorry, technical issues. Can't hear you. What are you saying? Sorry, you're going in and out. You're going in and out. Because I just won't know what to do. I was worried a little bit about depressed people like myself in the beginning of this, because we used to be special, we used to be people that you'd be like, oh, like I could call a friend and I'd be like, I'm depressed, and my friend would be like, why? What's going on? What's the matter, Erica? And now it's like I'm depressed, and they're like, yeah, we're all depressed. Like the entire world is depressed. Like, yeah, but like I was depressed before everything happened. So like it's like I'm like doubly depressed, and they're like, there's no such thing as doubly depressed. Like we're all depressed. We're all feeling it, and you're just like, no, but I'm like feeling it more. Like I should get extra points for my depression.
Amen.
And then I was worried about celebrities because I think what we're learning from all of this is how utterly boring they are. I mean, did you ever know how boring celebrities were before this pandemic? I mean, it is a boring demic. It's like they get up there and you're just like, what are you saying? You have nothing to say. Like, you don't look good. You don't have no one's writing for you, you know, and then, and they have nothing to say except, you know, for the first week, because, you know, the government was writing their script, which was stay inside, stay inside, stay inside. You just had all these famous actors being like, I was like, what's her name? What is her name from Fatal Attraction? Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone. So Sharon Stone gets, I don't know if anyone saw her Instagram video, where she was like, I was told to tell you to stay inside. And you're like, is your face moving at all? Like, are there any emotions coming out of it? I was just like, I don't know how this is impacting. Like, I don't know, like, is there some guy in Iowa that was like, I was gonna go outside, but then this like very touching video that Sharon Stone delivered prompted me to immediately shut my front door and never venture outside again. Like, thank God for Sharon Stone. She's really changing the world. Like, nobody cares what you're saying. Like, you stay inside and stay offline, you know? Like, we should be doing videos. Like, we should be like average people should be doing videos being like, celebrities, stay offline. You are so boring. We don't want to know what you're saying. Stay offline.
Empty message.
So this is an important message from people who don't want to watch your Instagram videos. On that note, I was watching the Taylor Swift documentary, and as much as I you know, my niece loves Taylor Swift. I want to like her. I think she's talented. I think she's undeniably talented, a good songwriter. But I don't think she deserves yet to have a documentary. I don't think she's ready for a documentary status, right? I feel like she called up her manager and she's like, R.K. Kelly got one. And Lady Gaga got one. I want one too. And they're like, okay, I guess you're 26. You should have a documentary about your life up till now. And you think, oh, maybe there'll be something revealed, right? Maybe we'll find some deep, dark secret about Taylor Swift out. And like, maybe she has like some ugly tattoo on her right thigh, you know? And instead she's like, I have a confession to make. Sometimes I don't eat. And we're like, yeah, we know. Like, you don't have to confess to not eating. Like, we see your pictures. Like, we know you don't eat. Like, that's not like this. I don't need to watch a 2-hour documentary for Taylor Swift to have this coming of age moment where she's like, sometimes I don't eat. Like, yeah. And then she finally does have, like, there's one moment I think is nice where she realizes that maybe she's been sort of superficial and been like relying too much on outside validation, you know, for her self-esteem. And she's like, you know, I just realized there's more important things than like getting adoration from other people. And you're like, that's an important, you know, that's an important revelation. But then she just starts to say things like what she's like, family and friends matter most. So then you have her have a scene with a friend. They don't speak at all in the scene. They drink one glass of wine, and that's the whole scene of her bonding with her friend. You're like, I don't even think she knows this person. I think they hired some extra to sit there with her and pretend to be her friend. Like, okay, now you're just gonna act like her friend, like act like you know her, you know, like act like you've seen her before. And then they like have one glass of wine and they don't speak at all. And you're like, I don't think that this is like you bonding with a friend. And then she gets on the phone with her manager and finds out that she didn't win a Grammy, right? So she gets on the phone and she's like, didn't win. She didn't get nominated. So she's like, I didn't get nominated. And then she's like, it's okay. I'll just write the best song ever. And you're like, wait, hold on. I thought your big coming of age moment was like realizing this doesn't matter. Like, this doesn't bring you happiness. This isn't fulfillment. Like, maybe you should go to a silent yoga retreat and like really find yourself, like find what really matters in life. And instead she's like, I'm just going to write the best song ever. And then she does. And you're like, oh, so that's like the journey is figuring out that like what does matter is success, right? It's like, I thought your friend with the wine mattered. Nope. Out the door. You never see her again, And I think you gotta earn a documentary is all I'm saying. Like Amy Winehouse earned her documentary. Too dark. You just got to put in the time, because if Taylor Swift passes away, and I'm not saying, hopefully she's 85 years old or whatever, but it's like, when that happens, are they going to make another documentary? Or are we just gonna be like, oh, there's already a documentary. Like, let's just go back and watch her read her journal from when she was 12, about like her being like, I was talented then, and now I'm still talented. Like, that's her big moment. It's like, oh my gosh, like I want to like her, and I wanted her to be more, I wanted us to see her humanity. But if you watch the documentary, I think you'll see she still seems a little bit like a robot, like we got to find, I think this time is very exciting for people who are not celebrities, because you start to realize how interesting other people are. That weren't given a platform when they were 12. You're just like, I don't want to watch these people in their hot tubs. Like, your quarantine does not look that interesting. Like, how much time do I have up here?
Whatever you like, young lady. It's a pleasure to have you on board. So
Thanks for having me.
As long as you're having a good time, we're just having a good time with you.
Oh, good. I'm a little bit, you guys work in health, you guys work in hospitals, right? And stuff like that. And so I'm sure you're wearing the masks, and everybody's wearing the mask, which is like obviously hopefully helping. And I believe in, people should wear masks in public. They should wear masks at work. Do you have to wear a mask in your profile photo? Like, why are you wearing a mask in your profile photo? Like, I just don't get it. Like, we can't see you. We can't see what you look like. So, like,
seen it too.
Do they think it's cool? Like, do they think it's like, oh, look at my hip, cool Corona mask? Like, look at me. I got a cool one with cool print. Like, it's just a little bit weird to me that people are like showing off their cool masks. Like, the masks are a medical thing. Like, it's not like a style. Like, suddenly we're like, I'm a mask model. Like, look at me. Like, when did that become a style choice? I do hope that we can still, like, when this is all over, I hope we can still yell at people who are going to the beach looking hot. Like, I hope, like, when we see people, like, in hot photos at the beach, we can be like, murderers! You murderers! For no reason at all. They're just on a boat on vacation, and you're like, you don't care about anybody! You killer! I'm hoping that doesn't go away, where we could just still get mad at people for doing dumb things. Then I realized also that freedom, this is one thing I'm learning. Freedom is not doing things that you can do. It's not doing things. It's not going to the beach when you can go to the beach because you don't want to go to the beach. That's freedom. Freedom is basically doing exactly what we're doing, but because we want to be doing what we're doing. It's sitting on the couch because we want to sit on the couch, not because we have to sit on the couch. But how many of us would probably still be sitting on the couch even if we couldn't sit on the if we could not sit on the couch, we'd probably still want to sit on the couch.
Man,
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah.
I feel like all we need to do is think that we can go to the beach at any time. And the last thing we're going to want to do is go to the beach. But the second you start telling people you can't go to the beach, all you want to do is go to the beach, right? That's all you can think about. I've got to go to the beach. So tell people, go to the beach. Then they're going to be like, I don't want to, who wants to go to the beach? I mean, I'd much rather just stay here. So, I think we need to be using reverse psychology more for a lot of these arguments. I don't know how to close with this. I can't even tell how many people are watching.
So we got two different platforms. You got those that are in the Zoom room with us live right now, and then we also should have a Zoom YouTube stream. And,
So sometimes I feel like I'm just yelling at myself. Like when I go on these rants, I see myself here and I'm like, I'm just like, why are people doing this? And I'm just talking to myself. Which maybe is why I like these Zoom shows, because I literally feel like I'm kind of just talking to myself. And, that's what I do normally.
you got 10 therapists in the room with you right now.
I have 10 therapists? Oh my gosh. I tell you, I was in such a good mood the other day. I scared my therapist. Like he seemed concerned that I was in a good mood, and he didn't know what to say. Like he was just like, he's like, I'm scared that if I say anything, it's gonna like change your mood. Like he's never seen me that way. Like I was like, I'm in a great mood. I'm doing all these things. And he was just like I've never seen him look more terrified than when I was in a good mood. Like he was like, I wasn't prepared for this. I don't know what to say. Do you he couldn't think of the word. He couldn't formulate the words because he's so used to me being depressed that me being in a good mood was just like, I'm not familiar with this version of you. Like, you should take a minute and I'm going to review the manual, what to do if a very depressed comic is in a good mood. Like, what do I tell her? So we had a very non-productive therapy session where I was just like, I don't know what we're doing. And then the sound kept cutting out. So, yeah, sometimes some of these are just, maybe, here, I'll end on this. So I just, I realized that like, if I could just get a sex robot that also delivers groceries, I will never need to date again. Like those are my two needs. That's it. And I feel like I've been dating because I'm in quarantine in Florida and I keep getting food delivery, and I have never met a guy who cares so much about the brand names and we're out of this, so what do you want? Like no guy I've dated has ever really paid that close attention to detail, sending me photos of the different chip options, telling me what, they don't have this granola bar. Do you want something else?
Wow.
I got the toilet paper. Success. I mean, that's all I need. I'm not asking for that much.
Yay.
Thank you so much, you guys. That's it for me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Juan, Erica, Darren, we're so blessed. Thank everybody for joining us tonight. We're sorry that there was a lot of workers that couldn't find time to view, but this will be up on our YouTube channel. So I hope you enjoy this show. These are all good-hearted people that were just doing this for a good cause. And
thank you for all the work you guys are doing too. Really, thank you.
yeah, amen. Yes,
You're sweet.
Yeah, you're great.
Yes, thank you very much. So that'll be the close of this LaughCure. I guess on a closing note for you, Ms. Rhodes, I did read your Coffee and Men article, and I wish I was your coffee.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, thank you.
It's a pleasure. And thank you ever so much. I know you're super busy. You're crushing on Zoom, and it's.
I don't know if you can crush on Zoom, but I'm doing my best.
You are crushing on Zoom. This You're legendary. There's no way to keep up with it. It's fantastic. So just keep doing what you're doing, spreading joy and providing laughter and breaking this vicious cycle of stress and illness. People like you are the doctors we need right now, Miss Rhodes, Mr.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Enjoy your stay in Florida. We look forward to seeing you live here in Denver next time you get around this neck of the woods.
Yes, I would love to.
Maybe John could put in a good word for you with the comedy work staff, and maybe he can squeeze you in.
Oh yeah, I would love that. I've never done comedy work, so
I'll put in a word for you for sure.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, John.
Sure. Let me even see. Here I am. I'll put in a
Thank
word.
you. Here's my potato.
Oh, okay. I'll put in a word for your potato too.
Potato.
You guys are so fantastic. This couldn't work without it. Couldn't work without all these healthcare workers. I mean, everybody that's in this circle, this is just good human stuff, right? We're just giving love and trying to just watch each other's backs. And, it's this kind of stuff that keeps the human race kicking it, right?
Yeah.
I thank all of you all. So
Thank
that
you
closes
all.
out. So we'll go ahead and we'll end this session. Everybody have a great night. Please be safe. And until next time, all right, much love, many laughs.
All right, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Thank
Take
you
care.
all.
you
Good
guys.
night.
Take
Bye.
care,
Bye.
Nice to
Stay
meet you,
safe.
John.
Nice to meet you too. Take care.
You
See you in
too.
Denver.
Take care. Huh? Should we
Bye.
just leave?
Bye.
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 Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye.
Nice to see you again, Matt.
You too, Noah. It's good to see you.
Love you, Matt.
Love you.
Guys,
Stay
thanks
safe.
for joining in tonight. It was good to see your all's faces. I have no clue what your mom's reading, but it's like a dang novel she's got back there.
Psych.
Yeah, she got a test tomorrow.
My final tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm done.
Hey, Miranda, our co-founder, she's got a big test coming up this week too. So good
Yep.
luck
Wish you lots of luck.
to all you all. Your good hearts. We need you all out here taking care of us. So
You are sweet.
Godspeed. And if you ever need anything, you know how to reach out to me. Okay.
You got
Yeah,
it.
you got it.
You too.
Hey,
See ya.
much love, guys. Have a great night. Thanks again for joining us.
See ya.